Now we're going to look at the setting and what we would call, remember, we're our own visuals when we have this kind of virtual meetings. How I appear on camera and how that enhances communication with the person on the other side of the screen. We already have the screen as a communication block between us, right? So what I want to make sure is, first of all, that I'm visible enough, right? So light is going to be important.
Okay, how's this? So here is it without the light.
See?
Better?
Yes,
better?
It's better.
Do I need to even it out, or is that okay? I can move the light over?
Yes, if you can even it out, that would be perfect.
Sorry, everybody has to see me get close like that, but how's that?
Okay.
Is that better?
Yes, it's
a good light, isn't it, Roxana, for a small office light? It's a LED bulb. So do you find the light pretty good?
Yes, and it's warm light. It's not blue light. It's not cold light, right? And that's good. And it helps me. So from my perspective, it helps me because I get to see your face better, and we need that. Right?
Yes.
We need to see each other. We need to be able to make eye contact.
It's so true. It's so true. I find at these times the video calls are so much more intimate and like you're there. And that's why we're all setting up more Zoom calls with people, because then you feel you're together. I feel a phone is a little bit more distant.
I mean, now look at the difference between your light and my light.
Right. Mine's a little warmer, right?
There's a little bit warmer. Yours is a little warmer. I only have, I have something I can use.
Yeah.
But I need to move closer to the light. I also usually have a tripod that I bought that also has a little circle of light that I can switch on, and which I normally use when I record videos with my mobile phone. I can just stick my mobile phone in it, and then it has direct light coming to my face.
Roxanne, is that a tripod too? You had sent that to me.
Yes.
Is it a tripod for the iPhone and a light?
Yes.
And what is that? Do you remember the kind? You can share after, but I think that was a great tip. I want to look at that.
Yeah. There are many. You can. I can share the link under the video. Okay. So now we have light. When we think about our own image, think about light and angle. Right.
Light and angle. Okay. So we go down the light.
Light is okay.
How is the angle? So I'm looking at the camera.
Yes. That's good. If you look at the camera, and that's another thing that you want to do. I know it's gonna be a little bit trickier because we have the images on the screen, and then I have to look at the camera. The thing is, when I talk to you and I look at the camera, you see me looking at you.
Yes, and I want to look at you on the screen, but it's better to look at that camera.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, when you are in a more informal discussion, you get to look at the screen because, again, we know we're looking at each other. We all know what we're doing, right? We have the screen, we have the images. I know you're looking at me, and you know I'm looking at you. And that gives me the kind of eye contact as well, right? Even if we don't make eye contact directly, I know that we're both looking at each other. So you can switch between looking at the screen and looking at the camera. That's perfectly normal. Everybody does it. Just make sure that you're actually looking at the person you're talking to and not at yourself, because that's another distraction.
Okay, got it. Right, because then you're thinking, oh, my hair, oh, my makeup, I look tired, right? Yes.
Yeah. And you don't want to do that because you want to focus on the message. You don't want to focus on how you look.
Got it.
Right?
Got it. Yes.
Okay. So the angle for you, it's a good angle. I think your camera is a little bit higher than you, right?
Okay.
It's
If I go, I'm sitting on my pillow. Is this better?
No, it was better before.
Oh, I'm sorry. You meant the other way. You meant the other way.
Now you're too low.
Now I'm too low. How about, okay, I'll go like this. Have my pillow behind me and I come closer. Yes. How's that?
Okay, perfect. That is perfect. Okay? Yes,
okay.
Because so that brings you closer to the camera and I can see you even better. And I can see you. What happens now is that, see, so you see me basically from the shoulders up. I see you almost from the waist up. So that's even better for you, because when you talk and you also use your hands to talk, then I can see them and it minimizes the distance even more, right? It helps.
Oh, when you see somebody's hands, yes. When it makes you feel even more connected.
Yes, because when you see my hands, like I have nothing to hide, and that brings us closer together. It's that mutual feeling of trust, right? I know you have nothing to hide. I can see you. I can see a little bit of your body language. And we speak without words sometimes, and seeing your face and seeing your hands moving as you speak, that brings you even closer.
Beautiful tip. I didn't realize that about the body language too, the angle. So you've told me the lighting. I have a warmer light, which is good. So a warmer light bulb is probably good. I have a LED.
Yes.
Then the angle coming with this kind of position.
Yeah, because you don't want to have too much space over your head.
Right.
You want to have some space. You don't want to be too close like that, but not too much space, and then you're small somewhere.
Yes,
in the bottom
it's distracting. You're right, Roxanna.
Yes.
When I'm listening to webinars or even part of a webinar, if they're too far away, I don't connect to them as much, right? Whereas if they're not too close either, but sort of this position you've shared with me, it's much. I get more feel for the person themselves, right? Yeah. So light, angle, position. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Try to keep yourself in the center of the image, unless, like you are now, unless you have something that you want to show or that you want to use and let people know. But other than that, central is best. What I want to say especially for the ladies with the makeup, try to put, I mean, when you're in front of a camera, if you're not wearing any makeup, is gonna you might look pale. You might look pale, exactly, wash you out. So just a little bit of makeup. If it's too much. I just saw somebody, she was wearing a lot of eye makeup, and you couldn't see her eyes properly because it was dark. And it was all dark around the eyes here. You couldn't see her actual eyes. And that was a little bit, I mean, you would look at her, you would talk to her, but you couldn't connect.
Right.
So have that balance between put a little makeup if that makes you feel better. You don't have to, because now, again, everybody knows we're at home. Everybody knows where our office is, right? If that makes you feel better, yes, definitely put some makeup, but don't exaggerate either.
Got it. You don't want to be distracting for the people you're talking to as a coach or presenter or sharing tips.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah. And then we might as well admit it. We're not getting our hair done as much either. So we got to let that go too. I love it how someone posted the other day, here's my natural hair color.
I think we're going to see a lot of natural hair colors, right?
For sure. And so it should, right? So we should. We're not doing the normal things we normally do. So we have to find a new way to be and accept it, right?
Exactly.
It gives them a lot of freedom in that.
Exactly. So I wanted to make that note, because I noticed that too.